Hello and welcome to my channel, Share It with Merit. I am Merit and I am coming to you today from my backyard in beautiful Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas, where we're getting our 1 week of spring. We had one week of fall and we get 1 week of spring. And it's absolutely gorgeous, so I thought I would take it outside. And also, let's see, I've got a couple of little... Oh, hold on, let me turn this around. Let me turn around this way. My helpers, that's Ellie. And there's Flynn over there. So my colleagues are furry and friendly. Anyway, today I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about something called imposter syndrome. It's getting a lot of buzz these days, so maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've experienced it. I know I have. Essentially what imposter syndrome is the belief that you are not living up to what you agreed you could do, right? So you maybe got a job and thought you could, or said you could do all of these things, and then you get the job and really you're not feeling like you're performing to the level that maybe is expected in your own mind, not necessarily what's actually expected. And that's the difference, right? So, I mean, there's actually being an imposter, like lying on your resume, right? That's actually being an imposter. Don't do that, right? But imposter syndrome is really sort of a belief that you're not good enough, that what you're doing isn't good enough, and that you don't really know what you're doing, even though it's what you want to be doing and maybe what you are doing. And I have a little bit of a different take on this than I've seen out there. And my take is that there is kind of really no such thing, because you're always on a learning curve, right? And in a learning process. So you can't know things that you don't know before you know them, right? And so and you also sometimes just don't know things, and it's okay. Let me put it that way. So, and I'll give you, my personal example here is these videos, okay? I know essentially nothing about producing videos, okay? And probably it shows. And as a business owner, I had to walk through that process of, well, I know I can talk better than I can write. So blogging was out of the question. And I'm so grateful that this video option is available. And I really don't know much about marketing or videography, or you can tell I don't have all the fancy equipment. So does that make me an imposter, right? That I'm putting these videos out? Well, no, I don't think so. I think it just makes me limited in that capacity. And I had to come to this decision to just go ahead and film and put it out there, because essentially what I'm trying to do here is to just share information, right? And this is a great way to share information. Does it have to be perfect? Does it have to be, the best microphone and sound? And, probably I should get a tripod or something. I don't know. And maybe I will. Give me your thoughts in the comments, right? But I think it's important. And as I go, I'm learning more too. So in theory, these videos will hopefully look a little bit better, sound a little bit better as I do them, right? And I'm doing it in my backyard today, so changing things up a little bit as well. So I think it's important to recognize that where this comes from is from a sense of perfectionism quite often, that you're not doing it perfectly, so therefore you're an imposter, right? You don't have all the answers, so therefore you might as well just not have any of the answers. And when you think about how being vulnerable can frighten you, it's actually the thing that keeps you, not keeps you, but actually connects you to others, right? So me just sharing this insecurity, if you will, about video making, let you know about my process and who I am and what goes on in my head, and that I have insecurities and that I don't know things, and that hopefully that allows you to say, oh, well, okay, I don't know things too, right? And that can actually bring us closer together. It's okay not to know things. In fact, it's you don't know things. I'm just going to say it like that. You don't know things. I don't know things. And it's okay. And when we don't know things together, we actually get closer, right? And so this idea that I have to know all the things and do all the things actually keeps people at bay. And that's really an important component here, is that when we think we need to be strong and not be vulnerable, it actually keeps a protection around us and keeps people somewhat away from us in an authentic, vulnerable way, right? They go, ooh, well, Merritt has all the answers. Merritt knows everything. Merritt is intimidating and kind of scary, and I'm not as good as Merritt. Well, that's not true at all, right? I am a human being. I'm trying to figure all this out along with you. And when we're vulnerable together, when we can, and here's the important part too, when we can accept what we're not good at and what we don't know enough about, and own it and just say, yeah, it's okay. We stop the struggle with that thing, right? We drop the rope with it, because often those insecurities keep our focus. Oh, I need to be better. I can't do this. I should do this, right? And as soon as you go, well, I'm working on it. I'm on the learning curve, right? If there's something you really need to learn, go hit the books, right? Figure it out, Google it, right? It's all learnable, right? And so when you stop fighting with what you aren't and won't and can't, look at me, I'm going to shift here. You open up to all the things that you are and can and will. And all of that energy is now free to focus on all of your gifts, strengths, and talents, rather than your limitations and fears and can'ts and won'ts and don'ts. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope you have a wonderful day and week and year, and enjoying your spring, and I will see you in the next video. If you'd like more information, you can go to shareitwithmerit.com. I have a free download on a recipe for happiness, and I will see you next time.